to yourself with your arm raised.
Is the dagger?
Just wanted to put it up in the air and got the shooter's bounce.
This is how it feels to stand on the clouds.
Crazy offseason for the Sixers, in which they handed out a ton of money to Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and Al Horford. They also traded Jimmy Butler to the Heat for Josh Richardson, and they let J.J. Redick walk in free agency as he went to New Orleans. Here are the Sixers today from their media day.
That's winning a championship, obviously. Championship and more. We have that opportunity. Going into this year, one of the things got to focus on, really want that number one seed. And that team success also helps me when it comes to my goal. And, it's Defensive Player of the Year and MVP. We got a championship caliber team. We have a chance to win it.
Being able to have a chance to play like a guy like Joel, it's really, a dream come true for me. A guy that can do it all on the floor. I believe he's the best big man in the league right now, and to be paired up with him and play off of him and learn how to work with him, I'm excited about that.
Can this design of a team win a title in 2020?
I mean, I believe defense wins championships, and that's how we play. Philadelphia is based off defense for us, and that's the mentality we're going to have stepping on the floor every night.
So that voice you just heard asking that question, that was this man, Brian Windhorst, with the Sixers in Camden, New Jersey. So, Brian, just saw you talking with Ben. I know you also spoke with Tobias Harris. And they're looking to win it all, as we heard from Joel Embiid. The starting lineup has 4 players, at least 6'9". Where is this team compared to the one that we saw knocked out by Kawhi and the Raptors?
Yeah, Hannah, this is such a different team than we've seen across the NBA in 2019, where teams are masquerading small forwards as centers, trying to put 5 shooters on the court. As you mentioned, they're trying to put the tallest starting lineup on the court we've ever seen. And they also want to play maybe with not as many shooters on the court and focus on defense. Now, this is a pretty big departure from the team that was maybe a Kawhi Leonard three-pointer away from winning the championship last year. So there's a lot of optimism here. There's a lot of rich guys here. I felt like I was congratulating guys on their new contracts the entire morning here. But this is going to be a bit of an audacious way they're going to play. That said, the Raptors played pretty big last year with Serge Ibaka, Marc Gasol across their back line. There's a way to do it, and they are very optimistic they can.
Okay, so here's the big question, Joel Embiid. I mean, he can play at an MVP level when he's healthy, but to that effect, he's got to stay on the floor, missed his first 2 NBA seasons, hasn't played any more than 64 games the last 3 years. I know you spoke to him as well. What is he doing to stay healthy?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing for this team is his health. Now, he lost 20 pounds in the offseason because he wanted to loosen up some weight on those knees, which he felt like really let the team down in the playoffs last year. You look at his playoff numbers, Hannah, they really took a dip because those net knee was bothering him. But he's all over the place. On one hand, he says he wants to play at least 70 games this year. He wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. He wants to win MVP. He wants him to win 60 games and get the number 1 overall seed. On the other hand, he says he needs to reduce his minutes and be healthy in May and June. Maybe he can do it all, but that's going to be a big factor for this team this year.
Yeah, they haven't won an NBA title since 1983. And I'm saying with all those big checks, when you go to Philly, Brian, you should never pick up the tab for dinner, right? Just a little advice.
Yeah, they all left. They're not here anymore.
Oh, yeah, isn't that convenient? Brian Windhorst, thanks.